It's Madden NFL 23, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Philadelphia Eagles, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Philadelphia Eagles. Alongside, as always, my partner Charles Davis and CD. In the few moments here before kickoff, let's give these folks at home a look at these two offenses by the numbers. What stands out to you?
Brandon, I just continue to be amazed by the analytics of the game, and it's an area where I continue to concentrate and study because I'm still trying to figure out how coaches and coordinators can really crunch the numbers and find where exactly on the field the defense is vulnerable. It's the game within the game. And if you really dive into it, it can be endlessly fascinating.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Yeah, this is only going to be it. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
It'll be a 48-yard punt, 5 there on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And some room to run now. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
23 yards, the final tally. Hurts. This will be caught once again by Brown. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Give him 30 yards there. And we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes...
Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurt.
Open, and he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Eagles post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Takes it at the 7. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any...
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there.
And we often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably calculate the hang time on that throw because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
And that one covering an even 63 yards in the air. Mixon with a first down carry. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This will be caught at about the 5. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3.
Hey, you gotta go forward.
Burrow looking to pass. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. Tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Hurts throw taken in by Pascal. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Here's Hurts to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown, Eagles. Jack Stoll. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Escapes the sack. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to... The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And it's fielded at the 34. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. On first down, Hurts. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
He's going deep for Brown, and he's got it inside the 10. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. A happy sight for a lot of these fans. We're jumping right over halftime and getting back into the action. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Oh, Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing third down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
2nd and goal from the 1. Once again with Sanders. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Hurts will throw. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. From 2-point try, the QB rolling out. I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that can make this a 3-possession game.
11, call me. 11.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. A draw play for Mixon. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Here's Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 16. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Here we go.
2nd and 10. Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Here's Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Burrow with a touchdown connection to Tyler Boyd. And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it, but even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They'll run with Sanders. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Hurts down to one knee, and that should just about do it. Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
I think you're exactly right about that. To me, it's just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other, and they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.